In this video, I'm going to explain to you how you can gain or lose weight and the best way to do this. First part is going to be how you gain weight, second part is how to lose it, and the third part is how you should train when you are doing either of these two things. Before I get started with either how you gain or lose weight, you really need to know how much you are eating now and what your weight is doing now. To figure out where you are starting, you want to weigh yourself every morning for a week and then also track how much you are eating each day that week, but don't change how you would normally eat. Just eat the same, but actually count what you are eating, what you are putting into your body, how much protein, how much fat, how many calories, how many carbs. Those are the main things you need to focus on. And once you've done that, we can up the calories, because that's how this works. If you want to gain weight, you need to eat more calories than you are burning. So if you've weighed yourself and your weight stayed the same for that whole week, maybe add in 100 calories and you can gain weight. It's that simple, but this video is going to be explaining what you need to do that. And if you want to lose weight, yeah, eat that many calories, but minus 100 each day. But say you had a maintenance of 2,500 calories, you would want to eat 2,400, and then there you go, you're losing weight, easy peasy. Or vice versa, say your maintenance is 2,500, to gain weight you'd want to eat 2,600, simple. It's one thing telling you to eat more, but how to do that is the hard part. You already probably think you're eating enough and you're confused as to why you're not gaining weight, but once you figure out how much you are eating, you can just add a little bit on. Say with one meal you have 100 calories of pasta. If you want to gain weight, all you need to do is have 200 calories of pasta and that's it. That's 100 extra calories in your day and then you can gain weight, nice and simple. However, you don't want to eat too many more calories because then you'll get fat. If you add more calories, you can technically build more muscle faster, but it's not that simple. If you eat 300 extra each day, you might gain 1 pound of muscle, but then 2 pounds of fat. Whereas if you ate 500 calories extra each day, you might gain 1 pound of muscle and 4 pounds of fat. So that's the only difference. After a certain point, you don't get any extra muscle. This isn't a race. This is a marathon. This is you changing your life. This is you trying to look better and you can't rush it. Simple. This is going to take time. If you can gain in your first year maybe 12 pounds of muscle, you are sorted. So that's 1 pound each month. 1 pound of muscle is roughly 1,800 calories. You'd have to eat an extra 450 in a week. That's 450 calories a week. That's roughly 70 calories extra a day. And you can gain a pound of muscle in a month. The 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. If you ate 500 extra calories a day, that's a pound of fat in a week. If you did that for an entire month, that's 4 pounds of fat. If you did that for an entire year, that's 48 pounds of fat in a year. However, you cannot do that because your body eventually catches up and then you'll stop gaining weight. If you want to gain weight, the best way is to start small. So you add an extra 100 on, so you're eating 2,600 a day, for example, and you're training hard, you've still got to train hard, you've still got to train smart, you will gain muscle, nice and simple. However, you can also gain muscle while losing fat or while maintaining your weight. One other thing that I would like to point out is you still need to do cardio if you are bulking. It sounds counterintuitive. You think if you do cardio you're going to burn all this muscle away. You won't. Unless you do really hard cardio for a really long time, you will not burn all your muscle away. You have to do cardio. This will keep, well, number one, it keeps you healthy. Number two, it keeps your cardiovascular system healthy. And then number three would be that it helps you perform better in the gym. I've bulked and cut and I don't advise it, but obviously if you want to do it, you want to do it. I got to 75 kilograms and I got cardio gassed while I was doing some tricep push downs. That's probably the easiest exercise you could do, and I got gassed because I wasn't doing cardio and I was eating just McDonald's. Do not just eat McDonald's. You want to eat the same whether you are bulking or cutting, just add more food in. I suggest that you would always eat nuts because it's got healthy fat. However, if I'm cutting like I am now, I eat 15 grams of Brazil nuts, 15 grams of walnuts in a day. Gets me some healthy fat. Whereas if I was bulking, I'd eat 30 of each. that's a lot of extra calories. That's 300 or something extra calories, and that's all I would have to change, and I could gain weight. Another good thing for if you are bulking or cutting is Greek yogurt. It's very filling. You can eat a lot of it, and it's quite low calories. So if you're bulking, you just eat loads, eat a whole tub. Put in your protein powder if you really want. It just makes it a higher protein snack, even though it's already got about 20 grams of protein in the whole tub anyway, which is good. And another food that is good whether you are bulking or cutting are grenade bars, protein bars. I recommend grenade bars because they taste delicious. Protein shakes. They're filling, and if you wanted a snack, say you're craving a chocolate bar, just have a chocolate protein shake instead. Tastes the same-ish, and it'll fill you up a whole lot more so you can eat less. If you want to gain weight and optimize muscle growth, as well as having good recovery and training hard and smart, you want to eat as frequently as you can in the day. You don't have to eat every 2 to 3 hours. You don't even have to eat every 3 to 4 hours. If you can get in 5 meals a day, all with protein, a good source of protein, so that's chicken, milk, Greek yogurt, turkey, protein bars, protein shakes, anything like that, you are sorted. Through doing this, it optimizes protein synthesis and keeps you anabolic, which everyone likes to use the word for, but it does actually keep you building your muscle throughout the whole day. Also, if you've just worked out and you are feeling tired and not hungry, you do not have to eat. The protein anabolic window is not real. You can eat an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours after you work out, but it does depend on your last meal before your workout. So if you ate 3 hours before your workout, you want to be eating soon after. You don't want to be leaving it like 6 hours, because then it does prevent some gains. Not a lot, just about 1-2%. That's an estimate, don't quote that. If you are wanting to lose fat or weight, the simplest thing to do is eat less. That's it. But how do you do that? As I said earlier, 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So if you want to lose a pound of fat a week, you want to eat 500 calories less a day. Say my maintenance is 2,500. If I ate 2,000 a day for a week, I'll lose a pound of fat. That sounds simple, it's not. It's hard to do. Some tips to do this are to eat lots of fruit and fibrous veg. This includes broccoli, spinach, cauliflower, asparagus, all of these things, because they fill you up and they have really low calories. You could eat 100 grams of spinach and that's like not a lot at all. I'll throw up the actual number of how many calories that is. You can make simple substitutions throughout the day that you won't even notice that will help you lose weight. If you're really craving a cheeseburger, instead of going to McDonald's and getting a double cheeseburger that's 444 calories and roughly this big for the whole thing, including the buns, you could watch my recipe video that showed you how to make a turkey cheeseburger. 200 grams of turkey, so it's about this big, and it's about this many calories. It's a lot more filling, and it's a lot better for you because it's not full of trans fats. We do not want trans fats. That is really bad for your heart. Other types of fats are okay though. Well, some are. Say you're having spag bol, instead of having 10% mince meat, you could have 5% mince meat or 2% turkey meat. Simple thing like that. Tastes fairly similar and it just helps.